You're listening to On the Verge on WTVU. BU's only music and talk show, bringing you the latest in campus life, entertainment news, and trending topics worldwide, with stories from Verge campus and new music from Good Music All Day. Everything you want to hear,
minus what you don't.
Every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
And we are back. You're back with On the Verge on WTVU Radio, the beat of Boston University. You could be listening to us on 89.3 FM, 640 AM, or BU Cable Channel 6. You could also be listening online at wtvradio.org/listen or on our BU Radio app. And if you want to chat with us or Josh, who just came into the studio, you can call in at 617-353-6400. Okay. How are you guys today?
Good. How are you?
Good. We have Josh Lekas, who just changed his name.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, so basically for the past, how many years have I been doing music? Like 3 years now. I've gone by Josh Lekas, which is my regular name. And recently I just decided to start to make the transition into Jay. It was just it wasn't really spontaneous, but I just think that it was like the right time to kind of try something new. And I thought it fit with all my new music, so we're gonna run with it and see where it goes.
Awesome. So this is the first thing you've done since you changed your name, right?
Yeah, this is like the first I put my recent projects, a couple ones that I just put out. I actually released them under Josh Lekas. So it was just kind of this month that we decided to start to make the change, and from now on, all the new music, the new album that I've been working on is going to be released under Jay.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, because you just released the Love is Fake EP.
Yes.
Everyone should give it a listen. And that was under Josh Lekas.
Yeah,
yes?
It was.
And then I remember I had already gotten you to do the interview, and I went to your SoundCloud and it changed to Jay, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we literally just changed it. It hasn't even been a week. This is the first interview I've done as Jay, I guess. I mean, everyone, people that know me and stuff probably still gonna refer to me as Josh Lekas, whatever. But yeah, no, we're slowly making the transition into it, so it's not too random, what, you know? So yeah, no, we're gonna run with it.
Awesome. And who did you bring with you?
This is my drummer, Josh, J-Raw, Raymond.
How you doing?
So we have Jay and Josh. That actually makes
Jay
it a little bit
Josh.
easier than two Joshes. And just introduce your music for a second really quick.
Yeah, so basically I've been making music for, since I was in high school, and now I'm 20. And my music is pretty, I think in the past it was more of the kind of in the pop, hip-hop direction. I think that was really popular as I was kind of starting, getting into recording and playing shows. But now I think it's really transitioned into the more R&B category, and that's why I kind of decided to change the name to Jay too. And I think it just really reflects my music well, and I like to be very straight up and honest in my music. When I'm talking about a subject or a relationship or whatever's going on, I like to be honestly brutally honest of the situation. I don't like to sugarcoat it and hold back. So it's very relatable music.
And since you've been just doing music that long, how much do you feel it's been your progress? How many different types of genres have you been across?
I mean, when I first started, it was just kind of me rapping over instrumental, Drake instrumentals on YouTube, as I'm sure everyone else who raps does that. And then it kind of got into the more pop genre as I was when I was probably around 16, 17. And I was young, and we had all these we were playing the opening for these artists like Kaylin and Miles and stuff, and there was a lot of younger, I guess fangirls, if you want to say that. So it was kind of in the more pop genre. And then, as I got older, I started experiencing new things. I think it transitioned into R&B and more kind of raw, very raw music. So.
And I know a lot of artists we've had on here kind of identify with a brand. Do you think your brand has been changing just as much?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm kind of starting to go into as Jay, because I felt like Josh Lekas wasn't. I just felt like it wasn't really a brand, and I feel like Jay is just kind of it's unique, it's different, and kind of like mysterious and cool. And I just feel like I really want to like brand that. I felt like Josh Lekas was just kind of like, I don't know, it's like a regular kid, and this is kind of, Jay is kind of like my alter ego in a sense. So
we already listened to some of the songs from Love Is Fake, your last EP, as Josh Lekas. So what is Jay working on? Like, is there new stuff coming?
Yeah, I'm working on a new album. I'm not really sure when that's going to be out yet. We're going to kind of take our time with it, but definitely I'm going to have a single out for summer. I kind of like to do that every year, just kind of give everyone a summer anthem. So yeah, no, I got a cool song coming out for the summer. Yeah, that's pretty much done. So
awesome. Look forward to that. I don't know about you if you've been giving it a listen, but I have been listening to Love Is Fake like on repeat for the last couple of days. It's like bangers on there.
Oh yeah, Hearts in LA. It's great.
Hearts in LA.
Such a good one.
Yeah, that one got you a lot of attention. What was that?
Yeah, Hearts in LA was kind of the first song that like I actually got like recognition for. Honestly, like my other stuff is just kind of with like the fans and like family and stuff, but Hearts in LA, I put it out last June, I think. I had a show and I dropped it a couple days before the show, and like it got like people, like it got good looks from like my friends and the fans and everything. And then it was a couple weeks after the Red Room show, I think, it got played on the radio on Mix 104.1. And that was like crazy because like I texted him, I texted like everyone. I'm like, yo, Hearts in LA is gonna be on the radio, and they kind of just picked it up just on like social media. Matthew Reed, shout out to him, he's a man. And just that whole summer they were like playing it on the radio like all summer, and it was crazy. And then I was a finalist in the competition to open for Mixfest. And so like they gave me so much good press and everything, and like it got good looks in my town too. A lot of the town moms saw it on Facebook and stuff. And so yeah, I mean that was like the first song that got recognized by like industry professionals. So that kind of gave me a lot of motivation. And yeah.
That's awesome. For those of us who don't know, where is your town? Like, where are you from?
Medway. Do you know where that is?
Not at all.
You guys don't know? It's like 45 minutes south of here. Yeah.
I don't think neither of us are from here, so we don't know.
Where are you guys from? Well, I know you're from Florida.
Yeah. I'm from Virginia.
Virginia? We're in Virginia.
Fairfax. It's like right outside of DC.
I have UVA going to this Elite Eight, so go Virginia.
Okay. So yeah, since we talked about your town, I just want to know like more about where you come from, like who you were before your music, and how did you get to where you are now? Like, what influenced you to get into music, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm from Medway. It's just a small farm town in like not southern Mass, but like yeah, like kind of near like Rhode Island, like down that way, south of Boston. But yeah, no, I mean, when I was younger, I was always into sports, and music was kind of always a part of my life, I think, because my dad got me into music when I was really young. Good music too. It was like Prince, The Cars, Monkees, Huey Lewis. He's one of my favorite artists now. So a lot of 80s music. And I was always a very musical kid. Like I always like had like a drum set. I played guitar since I was like 10, I think. I kind of off and on, and like now I kind of started picking it up again more. But yeah, no, I mean, I was always a very musical kid, into sports, just a pretty basic average teenager. And I think when I got into beginning of high school is when I started to really like get into music and want to start like rapping and recording and like playing shows, because I was seeing all these people blowing up on the internet. Like who was blowing? Like Mac Miller was kind of starting to blow up, and Sammy Adams, and like all like underground rap was like very big on the internet. And I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I started in high school, and I mean, I sucked. I was horrible. And like I got a lot of hate in high school. But then kind of when people started seeing me like starting to play shows and like work on music, like, and perfect the craft and everything, is when everyone kind of was like, all right, like Josh is kind of like doing something. So yeah, I think that being in high school and just kind of going through like everyday like relationships and just like struggles in high school and stuff like that, and talking about it in my music really relate to people. And so that's why I think people kind of like started to like catch on and stuff when I started to be real and talk about real things and not like fake things, just trying to make like a banger and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And how did you guys start playing together? Like, how'd you meet?
How did we meet, dude?
The Joe Dyer show.
We were playing. I was playing that show? No, I was just there. One of our homies had a show, and you were playing on the drum pad. You didn't even have like a full set. And I was like, yo, dude, I want to start playing with live drums. And I forget, I had a show. It was that April.
Yeah.
It was it was like a month or two after we met. Mm-hmm. And I hit him up, and I'm like, yo, dude, I want you to play drums for me at the show. And came through, played drums. It was crazy. And now, I think our live show is that's probably one of our strongest things. Ever since I brought in him, and I have this other kid, Daniel, and our DJ, Zach. He's pretty lame. No, I'm just kidding. So I had my DJ, I got him, and I got keyboard player, and I think our live show is probably one of our strongest things. It's crazy. Just the way that we construct the set, and they make me look 10 times cooler on stage. So they're all wicked. He graduated from Berkeley, this past year? Berkeley College of Music. Yep. And our keyboard player is just crazy. Zach's at Merrimack. So we're all just doing it. Our live show's crazy. You guys should definitely come to one next time we got one.
What would you say is your favorite thing about performing, and what is your favorite performance that you've done so far?
I think my favorite thing about performing, probably seeing the reaction from the crowd, as cliche as that sounds, but it's just crazy, making these songs in my basement, and then getting to play them for a live audience. I mean, that's what if you're a musician, just even if there's 10 people there, you'll play anywhere where people will show up. So I mean, just playing the songs live and just kind of seeing the reactions to the crowd, and I think that gives me a good sense of what am I going to pick for my single, what song am I going to kind of push, and I think the live performance is just when you go see, if you go see your favorite band, 1975 is one of my favorite bands. We were listening to them in the car and talking about how crazy their live performance is. I'll be driving in the car and listening to their live show as opposed to just a recorded album. So I think a live performance is really important. And my favorite performance that I've done, that Red Room show was pretty dope. I headlined the Red Room over at Berkeley College of Music, and that was a dope show. And then even that one that we played in April, the first show that you played with me.
The Burn?
Yeah, we played at this little... It wasn't a bar, it was a restaurant, and there was this small stage. We had the drums crammed in on there, but it was packed, and it was just a really fun small show because the crowd was just so into it. That was awesome. And I didn't really have many fans at that show, so no one really knew who I was, but just the reaction we got from that crowd was crazy. That was a fun show.
So do you have a lot of people who just show up at every single one of your shows?
Oh yeah, God, yeah. There's been people. There's been people that have been rocking with me since my first show when I was 16.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4. I mean, it was a really tiny show. There was probably 15 people there. I opened for Kaylin and Miles. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're together anymore. They're solo artists. But I opened for them. And there was 15 people there. I was 16, and some of those girls that were at that show still come. So it's crazy. Yeah, and it's cool to see everyone kind of growing up too, which is dope.
Have you had any weird experiences with fans? Any weird things that a fan has done?
Oh God, yeah. Probably the weirdest thing. We've had cool things where I'd be at the mall and people come up and ask for a picture or whatever. I don't know. It's cool because I'm not really that important, so it's just I don't know. I don't know if people see me, but the weirdest thing was one time. I was pulling onto my street, and I get in my driveway, and I saw someone Snapchatting me, and they were oh my God, we just saw you pull onto your street, and they filmed me, they saw me driving, and so and they and then they drove down my street, and then they sent me a picture of my house. Oh. My car was in the driveway. I was yo, that's so weird. That was the weirdest thing that's happened.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
true
sorry.
Story.
It's weird to follow someone to their house, but it's weirder to let them know.
Yeah.
That's a stalking thing.
Exactly. And they're oh my God, do you live on the street? And I was
my God.
And I was yeah, wow. True story. That was.
You should move.
Yeah, you might want to call the cops.
This was a year or two ago. Yeah.
They've been planning ever since.
It was crazy.
They knew all along.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I'm
my
all right. That was pretty weird. Didn't tell my mom that. My mom would have been
you have to move out.
Yeah. That was funny.
That's crazy though. That's so weird to me.
Weird, yeah, very.
Honestly.
very weird experience. But
so, are you in school right now?
I am in school right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Where
take
do you
classes at Mass Bay
Okay.
Community College. I took a year off to kind of just do music and work on it. And like I think during my year off, which was I'm 20 now, so that was last year. I graduated in 2015, and I think during my year off, I was really lost. Like I thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to work on music and all this stuff, and I was really lost because like I wasn't in school. I was just kind of waking up every day, going downstairs, trying to work on music. Wasn't really going anywhere, and this year I just started in January because I was like I wasn't getting bored, but I just needed to kind of keep my mind flowing. So I decided to take some classes over at Mass Bay just to kind of get back into the swing of things. And eventually, I mean, like obviously depending on where music goes, I'm planning on transferring into a different university. So maybe BU. I probably couldn't get in here. I'm not that smart.
I mean, like me neither, and I'm still here, so there's hope.
We're all surprised.
Yeah. Oh wow, that sounded like you were like saying we're all surprised I'm here,
No.
and I'm personally offended.
That was like almost. That was pretty. I was like,
I'm
yo.
hurt.
Would you say that it's been harder or easier to focus on your music now that you are studying? Or
Easier.
Easier.
Because like when I was in high school, because like I'd wake up every day, drag myself to school, and then I'd come home and I'd go right down in the studio and make music. And so now it's kind of like I wake up, go to class, get home, just work on music. It kind of gives me like a incentive that I want to make music other than like I have to make music. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like being in class. It gives me something to do, get to go out, go for a ride, go to class, get some coffee, come home, make music. It keeps me busy, and I think it gives me more things to even like talk about and keeps my mind flowing and everything.
I think sometimes it's like the less time you have to do something, the more you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like when I have all the time in the world to get assignments done, like they don't get done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So that makes sense.
Because then I
to me.
procrastinate and like you know and like because like when I'm in school and everything, like now I feel like I have obligations and like things that I have to get done, so it kind of gives me like a schedule and everything.
A schedule's nice.
It's
like
is
necessary.
Exactly. I know last year I was just kind of like I would do nothing. I'd like roll out of bed at like 11 and just kind of go downstairs, make music, go out to eat. Like no, I didn't like it at all.
Well, speaking of your schedule, is there anything that you do aside from music, like any hobbies that you have, or just like anything you've enjoyed?
Yeah, I love golfing. Golfing is like everyone's like,
wow.
Dude, what?
I didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
I'm a big golfer. When I was like younger, like when I was like 15, 16, I played on the junior PGA tour. Yeah, I did. And it was fun. I never won or anything. Like I was like I'm a good golfer, but like when I was on that, there's better golfers. Yeah. And so like I'd be playing against these kids and they would be kicking my you know what.
Do you watch golf a lot?
Oh God, yeah. I love watching golf.
Oh my God.
Yep. I love watching golf. Well, for some reason, my house doesn't have the golf channel anymore, so I can only watch it on Saturdays and Sundays when it's on like NBC or whatever. So like it sucks, but yeah, no. All summer I golf. I love snowboarding too. So yeah, but golf is other than music, golf is honestly like that's my big hobby. Yeah, I'm a big golfer.
Bring them together. Do a golfing tour.
I should do I know. I should do like a golf music video.
Just like a golf
Happy Gilmore type thing.
Show.
There we go.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Perform at like some golf.
Yeah, I know.
Music video on a golf course.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just gotta
I love golf. Yeah.
That's so
golf is so relaxing. I love it too. I like get a lot of inspiration when I'm on the golf course too. I play a lot at like I like to play at like in the summer like at like 5 o'clock, like sun's going down, no one's on the course, I just kind of get to walk, play by myself. Oh, I love it. It's awesome.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I know.
That was definitely.
You guys can see me in like a polo and like golf shoes and like yeah.
Do you do the whole get up? Do you have?
Oh God, yeah.
Wow.
So much golf swag. You gotta have golf swag. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you like briefly mentioned that you really like the 1975.
I do like that.
So, what other music have you been listening to lately, or like what really inspires you musically? Like what are your favorites?
Yeah, 1975 is definitely up there. I love 80s music. That's kind of like what my dad got me into when I was a kid. Like 80s music. Huey Lewis. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's probably like on like the list like Huey Lewis, Prince, 1975. But recently, like kind of like more like R&B rap music. I think Black is really dope right now. He's coming up. Who else have I been listening to? Russ is like number one right now, honestly. Or not Russ. Well, Russ is dope, but no, Black is probably, yeah, Black. Black's my number one right now that I've been listening to. Russ is dope. Yeah, probably Black, number one right now, for sure.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we're coming to a point where we kind of have to wrap up, and that makes me so sad. But so you do have a performance coming up.
I do, yeah. I'm playing at the Middle East downstairs a week from today. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 25th.
Yeah, no, it's not with They. It's not with They. We were trying to lock that in, but yeah, I guess like They. Have you heard of They? They're like an R&B duo. We were like supposed to play a show with them next weekend, but there was like a contest or something for it, and like I didn't win, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'm sad, but
Sorry.
yeah. No, but we're still playing a show on Saturday, which is dope. That was on Friday.
Okay.
I'm still going to that. It's gonna be sick. Yeah. But yeah, no, Saturday, Middle East downstairs. Come through if you're in Boston.
Or just like go hang out at the They show.
Yeah, or go to the They show. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and lastly, we always like to end with the same question. We're going to have you fill in the blank. You are hashtag on the verge of blank. It always throws people off.
Hashtag on the verge of stealing your girl.
That's a good one.
And with that, we have to say goodbye to Jay. And we're going to play you his song Hearts in LA, and then maybe we'll get in Who We Are before the show's over. Dope. We'll see. It'll be a great time. Stick around.
Was that a good one?
That was a good one.
I might have to leave before you wake. I might have to leave if I can't stay. 'Cause my heart is in LA. My heart is in LA. My love for you will always stay the same. No, well, my heart is in LA. I might have to leave you, I might have to leave you. So please stay stronger for a little longer. Well, I can't be here, moving on and just have to see where maybe someday we can go and meet there. Yeah, my heart is in California, but you are something that I just need. When I'm hopping onto that one way and looking out at that runway, just know that I'm gonna make it work and I'ma get you here and you gone. Stabbing up early in LA, trying to get this straight, 'cause I wanna fall asleep in Boston and wake up in LA with you. I might have to leave before you wake. I might have to leave if I can't stay. 'Cause my heart is in LA. My heart is in LA. My love for you will always stay the same. No, well, my heart is in LA. I'm out in the hills now, and I'm feeling real now. I know the bitch is bad here, guess it's ideal for now, yeah. Wish that I could wait on your love now, but just so you know, I'm gonna run back to that proof, baby. Just know I'm getting on track for you. Swear I'm gonna come back for you. Wanna put myself on the map for you. I've been up early in LA, trying to get this straight, 'cause I wanna fall asleep in Boston and wake up in LA with you. I might have to leave before you wake. I might have to leave if I can't stay. 'Cause my heart is in LA. My heart is in LA. My love for you will always stay the same. No, well, my heart is in LA. I might have to leave before you wake. I might have to leave if I can't stay. 'Cause my heart is in LA. My heart is in LA. My love for you will always stay the same. No, well, my heart is in LA. I might have to leave before you wake.